fantastic. I can't recommend the company more. We worked very closely with Rory Sands as a salesperson. Anytime we've had a question, he's been responsive. Anytime we've needed anything looked at, the company was out, usually within a week or two. And if it took longer than that, it's because of scheduling issues on my end, not the company's. To put some numbers to it, we were spending, during the summer kind of highest peak months, we were usually somewhere between $250 and $300 a month on our bills. And right now, we've not paid, since we've gotten an install, there's been 1 month that we've paid for electric energy. The biggest part of our bill currently is actually the gas interconnection fee, because we have like a gas stove and gas heat. And that's a bigger part of our bill than the electric ever has been since we switched. Well, I understand solar's not necessarily right for everyone. And so I would encourage them to do their due diligence. Make sure that it makes sense for what they're trying to do, right? If you're paying $50 a month in electric, maybe it doesn't make sense to get, thousands of, tens of thousands of dollars worth of panels put on your house. But I feel like most people have situations where some or all of their bill could be taken care of with solar. As I mentioned before we started, I'm a software engineer. I love data. So it's rather fascinating to me. I especially love the app that it'll compare like this week to last week, this month to last month, but it'll also compare this month to this month last year. And so it's interesting to kind of see the differences over time. And, if we have a particularly bad week, for instance, the difference that could make in our generation. We were actually the first in our neighborhood that got panels. And the timing of it was we ended up being about 6 months before kind of the big push in Illinois where the electricity spiked and went really high. And so right a couple of months after install, a lot of our neighbors started reaching out and asking questions. As I mentioned, there's a couple of neighbors kind of that we can see around us that went through SunSent that we had talked to. The sales process was very low-key. It felt like having a conversation instead of somebody trying to make a sale, which I cannot say for every person that came out and gave us a quote. And so I definitely encourage SunSent, and I hope I hope people make the same choice.